Magandang araw mga kabayan. Ito po muli si Engineer Alejandro, isang OFW, ang inyong stock tambay. Muli handang magbahagi ng kwentong kalakal at kuro-kuro mula sa Philippine Stock Exchange. Kung bago ka pa lamang sa aking channel, huwag kalimutan mag-like, subscribe, share, at pindutin ang notification bell para updated ka sa bagong videos na aking i-upload. And we're here again for the OFW Average Trader PSE Weekly Performance Review. We're very happy to be here again to share the latest happening in the Philippine Stock Exchange. But before diving in, I would like to send our heartfelt gratitude to the regular viewers of this channel. We thank you for continuously supporting us. In return, we will do our very best to give and share with you the most relevant information and signals to properly interpret the market using the chart or technical analysis. So let's get started with the PSE index. The market opens higher at 6,313 and closes at 6,315. That brings us to a green doji candle on a Monday. Then on Tuesday, the market opens higher again at 6,331 but went down at 6,288 due to selling spree, which gives us a red bearish candle. On Wednesday, the market opens at 6,288 and continued with the selling spree but closes at 6,277. That gave us a red hammer candle as some investors saw opportunity at current support area. Come Thursday, the market opens at 6,288 and closes at 6,277. That gave us a red neutral candle. And finally, on a Friday, the market opens at 6,309 and closes at 6,281. That gave us another red bearish candle. Overall, the market went on bearish mode most of the week, prevailed by sellers as it continued to move sideways, holding its ground above the support area, while struggling to get past the moving averages with the MACD currently below zero zone and at negative formation. Now, let us proceed to our individual stocks, where the first on the line is Ayala Corporation. Without any follow-through news report after the release of the company's record core net income last week with an amount of 24 billion pesos for the first half of 2025, Ayala Corporation stock appears to continue moving sideways for 8 months now, while moving average slowly turning its formation into positive position. Though profit-taking prevailed almost the entire week, the price reached lowest at 580 level, while MACD shifted its trajectory towards zero level. We will have to wait and see if the price managed to hold above its current support area at 580 or go below it. Going to our next stock, where we have Ayala Land. With its financial statement report for the first half to be 8% higher year-on-year, plus the reinvestment plan and its continued fulfillment of its regular share buyback program, Ayala Land stock appears to pause at 25.75 support area and bounce for 2 consecutive days before the weekend closing, wherein the bounce appears to have broken past the moving averages, with the MACD shifting its trajectory from negative to positive formation. Continuing to be optimistic might support the move in its reattempt to challenge the current resistance level at 27.65. Now moving to our banking sector, where we have BDO. With the continuous change in shareholdings of directors and principal officers for almost a month now, BDO stock appears to confirm its pause last week and currently moving sideways for the entire week, as the moving average started to slowly show shift of direction from downward to upward, with the MACD previously changes its sentiment into positive formation, though still below zero level. With the stock movement pausing at 142, investors are slowly sensing new opportunity to start making their position on a cautiously manner. Now going to our next stock, where we have Converge. Without any significant news report this week, the impact of the company's impressive 2025 first half financial and operational performance still didn't give positive sentiment, as the stock continued to break below 15 level and made a bounce at 14 level in 2 consecutive days before the week ended. Because of the continued drastic decline, some of the investors saw opportunity to enter for a small gain on bounce in short term. However, it can be noticed that MACD is slowly shifting its trajectory into positive formation, as well as the moving averages. So now let's move forward to Jollibee Foods. Though no significant news report this week, the company still shows effect from last week of its financial results growth acceleration for 2025 first half. Jollibee stock continue its bounce from 210 level with majority of movement for the week shows optimism. The upward movement achieved breaking past the 230 resistance level and currently challenging the 235 level. With the breaking past almost all of the moving averages and MACD formation shifted to positive trajectory, plus reaching the positive zero zone, sentiment can be confirmed as optimistic in the coming weeks. Now going back to our banking sector where we have MBT. With the declaration of dividend equivalent to 2% plus the solid first half performance mentioned in 2 weeks ago, the stock confirmed its pause at 70 level and continue to move sideways. With the sideways movement, the support area is already confirmed while MACD has shifted its trajectory and stock is starting to challenge the moving averages. Now moving forward to our JGS holdings. Without any significant news report this week and due to continuous upward movement that reached almost 40% from 17.5 level, JG Summit Holdings is expected to experience profit taking while at the situation of attempting to challenge the resistance at 25 level. Should the stock able to hold its ground at 22.75 support area, we might see some sideways movement while MACD shift its trajectory to negative side. Now going back to our property sector where we have SMPH. With the company consistent press releases of its development program, with the latest one involving its SM Hotels expansion at Regional Ridge through Park in Santa Rosa, the stock appears to continue to hold its ground above majority of the moving averages, with the confluence of MACD is slowly shifting its trajectory on a positive note. We might see this stock try to challenge the 200 MA as it breaks out of its flag formation. Now let us move forward to our focus on stock where we have Megaworld. Without any news report this week, the latest development for this company is their declaration of cash dividends to common shares last week. The stock is expected to hold its ground above the current support level at 2.1. However, the ex-dividend date will normally affect its opening next week as the dividend declaration is approximately 4.7%, which might fall at under 2.03. Even with the confluence of positive alignment of moving averages and positive trajectory of MACD, as well as the effect of 50 MA crossing over 200 MA or what was commonly known as the Golden Cross, we will have to see the stock open lower than 2.1 but probably higher than 2.03 support level. Should it manage to hold above 2.03 support level, consolidation may transpire for some time before we could see how it's going to move next. As previously mentioned, this is the last week we are featuring the Megaworld stock and we will shift to Ayala Corporation as our next featured stock in our focus on stock. So watch out for our review next week. And that is all we have for this week. In case there is a stock you want us to discuss on our review next week, you may send a message or comment in this channel with a domain name OFW Average Trader. You may also choose to reach out by sending me an email at engineeralejandromagno@gmail.com, or you can also send a message in my Twitter account or send a direct message in my Facebook page named Engineer Alejandro Magno. Take the opportunity while it is offered free. There is no secret to success, we just have to keep going and work harder. We will only lose a battle the moment we stop trying and believing. Before we finally end this video, please don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and share this channel to your friends, family, colleague, and fellow OFW currently looking for a passive income. This might help to share the gift and opportunity to be financially literate. It might also help them secure their future and save their hard-earned money from price inflation. I hope you learned a lot from this video. Thank you for keep supporting this channel. Have a nice day and see you on my next video. Ciao!